Resetting passwords is something that is very convenient. You cannot actually do without it. It gets to the point that you forget your password, and at the end of the day, there should be a way for whoever develop a platform that they put a mechanism in place that you can recover your password or reset it by using what is known as OTP, that is one-time password. So in this video, we're going to see how to develop a system that will allow users to be able to reset their password without issues. On the journey of recovering my password or resetting my password. So I just did that, and an email was sent to me. So I copied the OTP, then paste it here, then submit the um the OTP. So I just put a wrong one there. So now it tells me that it's not correct. So I entered the correct one now. So you see that it takes me to the reset page. So now I can now reset my password without issues. Okay, so I'm sure you would have seen something like this experiencing it. So we're using PHP mailer for this. So go to Google it, just type PHP mailer. The first link that comes, I click on it. It's not a YouTube, it's a GitHub page. So it's actually an open source project. So you scroll down. Okay, so we need to install the PHP mailer component. So you see composer require PHP mailer / PHP mailer. So copy it, then you go down to your project. I use VS Code. So go to the root of your project, then you open a terminal. Make sure that it is on the root. If you are using any other things, you have to uh, change directory to the root. So as you can see here, so I'll paste that composer code that will allow me to install the various components. So paste it there, press enter. Okay, so of course you need to be on the internet. So once you do that, it takes a second or two. It depends on how fast your internet is. So you see that it has been downloaded and everything is installed. So you can see composer.json, composer.log. You can also see vendor, as you can see here. Okay, so you can see PHP mailer there, you can see composer there. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing in this video, what we're going to be using. So there's a sample code that allows you to send an email. So I'm just going to copy it, then I'll modify it very quickly to suit my purpose. Of course, it's not everything there that I'm going to be using. So there are several files that I've created just to make it simple for you guys. So I have the email API, I have enter OTP, I have send OTP, I have login. Okay, so this is the login code, just a basic HTML code as you can see here. Okay, so now once I have that, then the login code will be just as you can see. So okay, so let me pretend that I've forgotten my password. So have a forgot password link, click on it. So you should go to a request OTP page. All right, so now what we need to do is to develop that request OTP, to design it. So put some basic HTML code there. That is the form that would allow me to enter the OTP or request it. All right, so now that I have that, so if you look at it now, if I refresh this page, so it looks like this. So I'm going to now enter. So if you look at that, so I'm going to now enter my email address when the time comes. Okay, so that goes to send OTP, which is this. So also design it. Now all this can actually be in a page, but I just feel that it should be easy to separate them like this. So we have the email that will come from that send OTP. Okay, so from that request OTP. Sorry. So you now have the form here. So that name email is what we are picking from here, where you have that variable created there. So you now have the OTP. So I just use a very basic random number generation here, then so that I can have that done. That random number will be sent to the user. Okay, so first we need to select to check whether the email address the user enters exists, whether he has registered in the first place before. Otherwise, you'll be told that the email does not exist. So of course, if it exists, then an email is sent to him. That is an OTP will be sent to him. Okay, but if it doesn't exist, then he will be told that it does not exist. Okay, so we have to require the email API. We're going to see that in a second. The email API that we are going to require here in line 2021. So if that, like I said before, if the email exists, then it will update the table, update the OTP column in the table with the new OTP. Okay, then of course it sends the same new OTP to the user's email address or inbox. Okay, so that's what you have there. All right, so now once you require it, of course, once you do something like this, it means that this page must be existing. That is the email.php, email API.php. So you're going to see that in a second. So you have the mail set from, you have the sender. So I already have the sender and some other things created, declared in the settings .php. So like I said, just wanted to separate them so that it be easy to follow. They also have the address of the sender, so you can see here. So here you have the host, username, and all those ones. Of course, you have to put your. No, those are not the ones I'm going to use. I'm going to change it before I test it. All right. So you have the sender, then you have the content, then you have the subject, one-time password, the OTP, then you have the body of the text of the email, as you can see here. So this one will be sent to the user's email inbox. Okay, so that's what you have there. So the OTP will be generated, okay, at the top there, then it will be sent to the user. All right, then after that you called the send function. So if everything works well, you now display a message that an email has been sent to him or her. All right. So of course, if there's any error, it will also be displayed. Okay. So now once you have seen that, it will give you a link. There's a link here in line 36 that you can just need to click on it to take you to the where you will enter the OTP. So let's design that quickly. So this is the basic code for that. Of course, I could have just put this top and bottom somewhere and just be calling them instead of repeating them. Of course, that is outside. I just wanted to make this thing simple. That's outside of the scope of what we are doing here. All right. So this email API is where we are going to put some code that we got from the PHP mailer earlier. What we need to first do is to get to import the PHP mailer classes, to have them in the global namespace where you have the PHP mailer, PHP SMTP, then the exception. So those are standard and they must be at the top area in the code of the page that you are creating it on. All right. So after that, you now need to load in the composer autoloader. So where you have, look at it there within the vendor folder. Okay, then they now require the settings that I created before. This is custom, where I have those variables. Okay, yeah, this setting right there. Okay, so like I said, I don't want to be repeating all those things, so just be picking them one by one. So you now say email equals to new, create an object of that. Then you now say email. Like I said, this one is from the website, so this is not my code. Okay, so but of course I needed to just make it simple, where you have the host, which is coming from the settings, then username, then host password, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these ones are coming from the settings page. Okay, that's basically what you have there. Okay, so now the last one we need to work on is the reset password. So if the entered OTP is correct, then the reset password page will be displayed. Otherwise, it won't be displayed. All right, so that's basically what you have there. All right, so now let's quickly just do this. Then you now say OTP, just create the various variables there. Then you select from the register database table. Okay, so once you do that, you now check if the OTP the person is supplying is within the table that it is located, like you can see here. So if it is if it exists, of course, it will display within the same page, it display the form to fill so that the user can now reset his password. Otherwise, it will say the OTP is not correct. All right, so that is basically what you have here. So as you can see here, right, so I already have a CRUD operation series. I will link it in the description below. You can check that out. So that's why I have the explanation for some of these things. All right, so that's basically what you have here. So if you follow it closely, I think it's easy to follow. So once you have done that, run it again, save it. Click on send. So if everything goes well, you need to be on the internet. If everything goes well, see that it is sent. All right, so check your mail. It will be there. Copy it, then come back and click on this, enter on that link, then paste it there. So let's check the mail now. Okay, so you can see here, you can see the sender, you can see what was generated. You can use that means of generating that random number or random whatever. I've also created a code, it's a video for random number and random string generation. I also link them in the description of this video. So that's basically what it is. I hope this helps. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so to this channel already. Like the video and share it. Thank you. See you in another video.